It was like, hey, you see black, you see white. It was that change between black and white.
Yeah, to be honest, that was like our very first ever tensed moment ever since we started dating.
And it lasted more than 1 week.
Hi guys, you remember I told you last time I'm going to show you when I make the flowers for the kids for the function that is coming up next Saturday. So I'm making them today, which is on a Thursday. So basically I'll be folding papers, different colors of papers to make flowers. So the whole idea is to make something that will involve the kids, just to sort of entertain them and keep them busy. And we came up with ideas of flowers. I'll also be folding shirts. These are like from paper, so folding shirts from paper, and then we'll display them to the kids. These are my papers, the ones that I told you about, and I have cut them into small pieces like this. And one of the end products is this flower. So the kids will have this flower and they will put it on a pencil, like they will wrap it around a pencil like this. So I'll just show you one, how I'll make it. This here are the rope that I'm using it. So I'll just show you one and then the rest I'll keep doing. Let's go. And then it's not in the best of shape part. Then you fold like this and like this and like this.
Oh, 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 I can't breathe without your love.
To finish it off. Then this is where you take your rope and you tie. And you tie, make sure it's in the middle because you want the flower to be balanced on both sides. Tie. So I won't be opening up this one because this is what the kids will do. So the work of the kid will be to remove like this until it becomes a flower like this. Yeah, so basically that's it, guys. Try it at home. So guys, the other part that you're supposed to make for the kids as well is the t-shirts that I was telling you about. So these are samples that we have already made in different colors, and this is basically paper. This is the book I was showing you, the paper book. So my husband is showing us an example. Hey husband. An example. Their work will be to decorate the t-shirts. Maybe like they can draw a tie on the t-shirt, maybe they can put flowers, and the kids will be very curious to know how to fold. Then we'll show them, but it's kind of complex for the kids. Yeah, so let Habi show us how to do it.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, basically that's it. Good morning, guys. Today is a new day. The lighting is not good. It's Friday the 29th, and tomorrow is the big event we were telling you about in church. And there's one more thing I didn't tell you, that I also will be making mandazi and samosa to take it to church, which will be served with tea. And I decided to make something Kenyan. People were supposed to volunteer to make something, either cake or anything that you can either sell or you can give it out just for people to eat. And I thought, maybe I should make mandazi and samosa just for people to eat. Yeah, so I'm going to show you my preparation so far and the output, and I hope it turns out well. So the first thing that I made, this is potato. The samosa will be potato samosa and mungo samosa. Mungo is dengu. Potatoes, it's simply potatoes, onions, garlic, curry powder. So the ingredients there is the mungo, onions, garlic, salt, yeah, and that's it.
Hi guys. Hi. So guys, I'm back again after making my samosas. It's been a very long day, and I want to show you the product of what I made. This is the potato samosa, 40 of them, and this is mungo, this green peas. Is that green peas, 40 of them as well. But we will fry them tomorrow morning because the function is tomorrow Saturday and we want them to be fresh. So I'll just put them in the fridge, and then tomorrow morning when we wake up, deep fry them, and then we're supposed to be there by 10, yeah? So the next thing is mandazi.
Mandazi, guys, look at the mandazi. Yummy.
I made the dal and it's been resting for the past, I think, 30 minutes. So I want to now cook it. And we will cook it with bear. You gotta join us to see what happens as we cook the mandazi, and we'll tell you more stories. Yeah, so let's go. Mandazi, baby. What type of mandazi? You are ready to eat mandazi?
Yes. Mandazi.
So me too, I'm ready to cook for you mandazi. You will love my mandazi boo. So guys, by the way, hey, we've been telling you so much about our church. But there's one story we were planning to tell you for a long time about our church. I think you all know we did our wedding in March of this year.
Yeah.
And when we were planning to do our wedding, we were looking around for a church to officiate our wedding, because we wanted to do a church wedding and we also wanted to do with the reception afterwards. So usually Adrian is a Catholic, born and baptized Catholic. For me, I was born and baptized Catholic, but I moved from Catholic, I moved to Protestant when I was after high school. When I was in high school, then after high school I got baptized. So we were looking around for Catholic church because it makes sense. Usually when you're doing a wedding, you move to the husband's church. That's the tradition in Kenya. I don't know what your tradition here is.
No, it doesn't matter. If you want to do church wedding, you can do. If we don't want, it's possible too.
So there are no rules about church and stuff?
No.
Yeah, so anyway, as we decided we'll do our wedding in Catholic because, okay, my husband is Catholic, that's the rule in Kenya. So I started looking around for a Catholic church, the Catholic church that my husband goes to, and we got one. We wrote them an email, to ask about, to tell them we want to do a wedding, and we want to know what it entails, everything. They told us, it's good that you want to do a wedding, but according to the Catholic rules here, you have to go to marital classes for how long?
For almost 1 year.
Yeah.
Was 8 months.
Yeah, to the classes for 8 months continuously, I think every weekend. And then that was a problem for us because that time I was a student, and I was studying in Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
So for me to be here in France, I was here like few times, just once in a while. So we told them our situation. We told them, for me, we are willing to do the classes. We don't have problems with doing the classes, but I'm not here in France continuously.
Yeah.
So we were hoping they'll tell us maybe we can do a crash program, or maybe we can, just a way around it. They told us, okay, it's not possible. I just have to wait and finish school. Then when I finish school, I go to classes, and then after classes, you can get married. Of course, I wasn't gonna wait for a whole 1 year. We've been carrying forward our plans so much. We didn't want to keep carrying forward for other reasons, So we decided anyway, it's okay, we'll go ahead. Here in France, actually, you don't have to do a church wedding. It's not a requirement. What is a requirement is you must do a civil
wedding. Yeah.
So we decided, okay, we are gonna do only the civil wedding. But inside my heart, I was like, no, I want to do a church wedding. So what I did, I went online. I went online and I started looking for churches that we can do our wedding, but I didn't tell my husband because I knew, hey, the Adrian that I know, I just get another church and then I tell him we will go to that church. Adrian will not accept. So I didn't tell him in the beginning because I wasn't even sure if I'll get any church. So I started looking for English-speaking church, weddings in Bordeaux, in secret. And then I saw this church. First of all, I got two churches. I got Anglican church and I got another one. It was also Protestant, but it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of not weird, but okay. It was special. So what I did, I wrote an email. Without telling Adrian, I wrote an email to this church. And I told them, I explained our situation. I was like, you're looking for a church. I don't know if you will accept us to do the wedding there. They were very, very open-minded and positive. They told us, okay, it's good. Usually we can do a wedding for you, but we need to know several stuff about you. You need to know also about our church to decide if you want to do a wedding in our church. So they just gave me like details about the church. Then they told us, first of all, you have to come next Sunday to church to see how the service goes, and then if you feel like it's good for you, then we can talk more about wedding and stuff. So now, of course, I couldn't go to this church alone. I had to tell my husband, I found this church, they are willing to do a wedding, but we have to go. OMG. That's where the issue started. Why?
The drama.
So when I told Happy about the church, I think, where were we going by the way when I told you about it? I think we were in the car going to do some...
going to visit some reception, a venue. So I remember well that time. Oh, one day. It was like, hey, you see black, you see white. It was that change between black and white.
Yeah. When I said it, first of all, I said it with fear. I didn't say it like, I got a church. I was like, first of all, I got that mood of getting mad even before I said it.
Before you say.
Even before I said, then he asked me what is the problem, and then I was like, I want a church wedding. I found a church.
That point too got me mad. She started with angriness immediately. So me, I was like, what's the hell?
No, it wasn't angriness because I knew that you wouldn't take it so well. I was already in the atmosphere of tension.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got home. The atmosphere was kind of like that. And then I decided to ask him, tell me the reasons why you really don't want to give this church a go. So all this time he had not told me what the reason was. After I told him, I was like, let's talk about it. Tell me what's the issue. He was like, he's not sure how his parents will take it because him growing up the whole time, he's grown up Catholic. He doesn't know how the parents will take it. But for me, I was like, you haven't even asked, you're assuming that the parents really take it well. Because even for me, my mom is Catholic, and he really, really wants me to go back to Catholic, to change to Catholic. But if I tell her something that makes me happy, and it's something right, she allows me. So we agreed, we are going to go to the church to see how everything goes.
On
and
Sunday afternoon, we went, and it was nice. It was not exactly, but it was like a Catholic service.
So after seeing this, I think your heart became a little bit easier on the issue of the church. Then the next thing was now to call your parents
and tell them. So I called my parents to bring the news. My
and
mom,
you didn't tell them it was not Catholic.
Yeah, it was. I didn't tell them, but I told them it's like Catholic church, Catholic service, the same step in Catholic service, the same. So I told my mom, and she was she was happy because finally we can get married in not Catholic but in church. So finally all went well.
So what are your lessons like? What are your lessons from the whole issue, from the argument and us going to the church eventually?
My lesson to this experience is always listen to the people who are talking. Listen what they are bringing, what they are suggesting, so that you can take part and make your judgment. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's...
Don't judge quickly. Don't judge people quickly.
Me, I'm like, my lesson was everything happens for a purpose. I just believe that everything happens for a purpose, because me finding this church was out of chance. There was so many tension about it, and it was, at that point you might think it's not a good thing, there's so much tension, but after the wedding I've found so many friends in this church. I've met my very first Kenyans in this church. I've met friends. We have a very close friends in this church. Like right now, my contact is in this church. So I feel like as much as it came as one thing that had tension, we were arguing about it, but everything that happens in your life has a purpose. So don't worry so much about now. You want to discover the purposes, but eventually in future, you will know what the purpose of something is. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed and you learned something and you enjoyed joining us cooking the mandazis. We are still going on.
Yeah.
So far here we are.
Almost full. Sufuria.
Tell us what you think about our story. Don't forget to like, share, comment.
Don't forget 2,000 followers before the end of this year, 2019.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.